School update. Entering Dynasty. Entering screen. Entering Dynasty Hub screen actions. Selected. Ready.
Welcome to the Old Horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Entering play call screen.
The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Dukes return team didn't help matters out much with that one. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. And the Dukes are flying down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Throws to the wideout. Fires a full, and now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
He'll do it himself. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away incomplete.
Listen, a lot of times tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
Finds the tight end. Makes the catch and he's brought down.
Coach suggestions.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of
categories.
bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form time.
Good tackle there to stop him
Coach
short of the first down.
suggestions.
It'll bring
There
up
are
a
6
big decision.
categories.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out, you got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moss.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in-route there.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, picked off. Got some room to run. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route runs. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He leaves it with his back. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And they got him for the sack. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
The Dukes have their offense in high gear. Quick completion to the right. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punt, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to get to it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage. Nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Dukes headed quickly to the line. They march to the red zone, and here they go. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the
Entering
score.
play call, coach suggestions, there are 8 categories. You have 15
That
options.
drive
Add
was
them
what
to
every
selected.
father wants his
Entering
daughter's
play call,
romances to be
special
like.
teams. You have 5
Take
options.
your
Kick off left to
time, drain the
selected.
clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I'm so impressed
play
with
call,
the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the run. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out in motion. Turning to the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house.
Play call. And call. Challenge play is selected.
Buckeyes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. An 84-yard drive there. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following each of the football game.
I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
And the Dukes want to pick up the tempo.
Categories, you have 4 options. Which spot is selected?
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, 3rd and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Going the other way, and he's got room. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Arizona dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one. But I'll tell you this, it sure beats trying to explain a bad loss. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They'll throw it on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The Dukes are in the hurry up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. First down for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Smashes through the tackle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Coming after it. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Got it in the middle, it's Knight.
Running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They get to him as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The give and the run on fourth down. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's his fourth interception of the night. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Entering post screen, you have
They're
5
lining
options.
up to boot it away.
Set to kick it away.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a
Entering
penalty on
post
the
screen, you
kickoff
have
as the
5
ball goes out of
options.
bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. He wants to throw. And the physical play there
Entering
forces
play
the
call.
incompletion
Coach
on first down.
suggestions. There are 6
Offense
categories.
gets set for second down.
Give cushion.
Quarterback on the keeper. That'll be a gain of about 7.
Entering play
Leaves him
call.
with 3rd
Coach
and 3.
suggestions.
Trying to
Give
pick
cushion.
up a first down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Entering play call.
And the
Coach
senior just took
suggestions.
that one
There are
out of
8
the air and
categories.
sends
You
it the
have
other
15
way.
options.
James
Are
Madison
global
sends the
selected.
offense back onto the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught,
Entering play
and he
call.
didn't.
Special
The pick
teams. You have
6.
7 options.
These guys can play offense too. Now look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right,
Entering
doing
play
something with
call.
it. Don't just
Coach
slide down. Don't be
suggestions. There are
content.
8
Take that thing all the way
categories.
back.
You have 15
On
options.
first down, here
There
comes
one
this
trap is
offense.
selected.
Use the play fake, now to throw. They're bringing heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Line getting set on second down. misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Getting some heat. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They're going to throw it again. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And the Dukes want to move quickly.
Spot is selected.
Looking downfield, it's Cooper. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense is a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Counter Y is selected.
They'll throw it on first down. Pulls it in. It's Manuel. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picked up the first down. The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10.
Is selected.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, and because the QB got it to his guy early, he was
into the end zone. He goes. Touchdown,
Entering
Duke.
play call, coach suggestions.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
You have 15 options.
Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it
You have
beautifully.
5
Yeah,
options.
it's pretty easy to
Left
follow
is
an
selected.
offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup is still short of the first down. Now on 2nd down and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Got him downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the punishment has been extended.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Entering play call, coach
He'll try to tack on one
there are 6
more.
categories.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 4 over Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set. That tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Dropping back, it's Cooper. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one?
And the ball is picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. Looking down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Entering.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job of taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback.
You have 15 options. WR screen is selected.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's a pass, you're putting your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. First down here for the offense. Right back to the well. Smashes through the tackle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quickly complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the pummeling has started. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Play call,
and he puts through the extra point.
7 options, fire for return left is selected.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got room on the return. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Entering play call.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Tempo.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know the things about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Dukes racing to the line in the hurry up. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. Right on target this time. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. He makes the connection. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. Fires to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 7 options. suggestions.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day. You're going to want to forget.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
There are 6 categories.
3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad.